Hey, good morning friends, this is Vibhor here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm getting a lot of questions from you guys as to which iPad you should purchase. So as per me, there are three categories of consumers. First category of people are the people who use iPad as their final consumption device, watching Netflix, watching Amazon Prime, watching YouTube videos during their commute from office to work. Category 2 is the students who go to schools or students who go to universities and uses iPad for their education purposes. And category 3 are professionals like me who make actual YouTube content and actual professional content on their iPad systems. Let's get started. So the first category of iPad is the iPad 8. Now this is the baseline iPad, the starting category of iPad lineup, and this is best suited for students who go to school, not to the uni, and also the end consumers who use iPad primarily just for as a consumption device. Now don't get me wrong, this is a powerful iPad with A12 Bionic chip, which is good enough to do low level video editing work, but this iPad does not have a USB-C port and it also lacks the Apple Pencil 2 support. It still comes with the 10.2 inches Retina display, which is absolutely crisp, and your videos on the iPad are gonna come absolutely awesome. It also does not have the face unlock feature, but that is fine for students as well as the end consumers. The young people do not need really expensive devices because in schools they can actually shatter the glasses or they can throw away the iPads or like anything, the accidents can happen. This iPad is the cheapest iPad available and it absolutely serves this purpose. Now coming to the second iPad, the iPad Air. This is essentially the best iPad available right now in the entire lineup. I say this because it has got everything that you need to work even as a professional or as a student going to university. So university going students would be taking a lot of notes, and iPad Air has the same Apple Pencil 2 support which iPad Pro has right now. And the best part about that is it just snaps on top of the iPad, so you're not going to lose this Apple Pencil while moving from one lecture to another and just running around your entire day in the university. Also, the Apple Pencil will automatically always stay charged. So that's a truly added advantage. So also it has a USB-C connection. What that's going to help you is like transferring notes from your iPad to your computer systems or the pictures that you have taken probably during the lectures or everything that you have annotated on your iPad screen. You can transfer them to your laptops at home through the USB-C using a pen drive or a dongle. So that's amazing. That's a very nice welcome feature. And every university student would essentially need that. So that is why I'm saying that the university students should not go to iPad 8. This iPad Air is the best suited iPad for them. Now iPad Air starts at 64 GB, the base model, and you can max out it to 256 GB. There's no 128 GB version available, which as per me is a very sweet spot. Like 128 GB would be essentially what I would take. 64 is too short, 256 is like as a student person would not actually need 256 GB. But then if 64 GB is too less for you, then definitely you have to go to 256 GB on the iPad Air. Then the price comes really close to the iPad Pro 128 GB. Then the next question comes up, shouldn't you absolutely go to iPad Pro in that scenario? And yes, iPad Pro gives you A12Z Bionic chip, which has got that extra core of GPU, but as a student you would not need it. Now for professionals like me, yes, extra GPU means you can edit multiple layers of your 4K videos. You can work absolutely anything on this iPad. Now I've got iPad Pro, I've been using it for the past 2 months and I've been loving it. But this is essentially not for students. This is the most expensive range of their iPad lineup right now. Starts with a base model of 128 GB and it goes all the way to 1 TB on your iPads itself. On top of it, because there is a USB-C port on iPad Air as well as on iPad Pro, you can have that external mouse and external trackpad if you want to use it as your desktop replacement. So in short, as a conclusion, if you are purchasing this for your kids who are student in school, I would suggest going for an iPad Air, the baseline configuration. That would be more than enough. If you are a uni going student, I would say iPad Air is the way to go. Don't spend money on iPad Pro. You would not reap those benefits of extra GPU and stuff like that on iPad Pro. You can save some money out of it. Just go for iPad Air. That's more than enough for you. Now for professionals, if you want to save some money, you can work all together on iPad Air. iPad Air does not stop you from doing anything. But if you want that extra bit of space and extra power of the extra core in the GPU, you can definitely go in for an iPad Pro. So that's essentially everything that I wanted to tell you about in this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. a subscription would be awesome. I will see you again in my next video. Bye bye.